here we go with one of the great swell events in my history of shooting surfing over 49 years. This is probably one of the top 5 swell events I've got to document. I was over here in Nazare as I am right now, and I saw this huge storm roaring across the Pacific, and we had to go. We knew that George was going to be huge, and it truly came to life on these 5 days. On the final day, the grand finale, the surf was way up. It was hard to tell you exactly how big it was. It was definitely up to the 70, 80 foot mark. Is there a world record? I'm not sure, but seriously, this is one of the great ones. If you like the video, make sure you leave a comment, give us a like sign, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. But here we go with one of the great swell events, all shot at Peahi, 5 days of magic. This is the last 2 days of the swell. Enjoy it.
Actually, this swell, it's a swell bender. I never seen anything like it. We've been having amazing conditions, which Maui is always hard to have days with no wind. And we had 3 days straight already with some amazing conditions. And we're in for a couple more days of incredible conditions. On Sunday, we have probably one of the biggest swells since 2016 with no wind and epic direction, perfect direction for Peahi. So we're super excited and looking forward to it.
What do you reckon, mate?
Big. I don't know if it'll be needing the paddleboard.
Sean right here. On second one.
Okay, I got one more board to put on after this.
1 second, Sean.
Yep.
I think you might need a toe board, mate.
Yeah.
I don't know about these paddle boards.
Yeah, it's big and northy and swells peaking. I just peeked over the corner. This is
huge.
It's an interesting angle too. Hi Tim.
How are you, brother?
Buddy.
Good to see you.
Welcome to Maui.
Oh,
Day 3 of 5 days straight. Eddie's tomorrow. Let's go.
So, mate, been an interesting morning already. It's never simple.
Yes,
never simple.
Never simple. We tried to launch at Maliko, and then conditions were really tough with the high tide, super high tide, and the direction of the swell. So we actually came over here, and then, but everybody else had the same idea. Yeah. So it was kind of crazy just to be in a lineup to actually launch the skis, but we're getting ready and it should be an amazing day.
Can't wait.
Woo, can't wait. Let's do it.
Woo.
Woo.
So we're here, and it looks like about 4 or 5 paddlers, and the rest of them are towing out the back. So some huge sets coming through, and we're ready for something good. Can't wait. just witnessed one of the bigger waves I've filmed out here. Yuri just going off on a bomb. Was that a bomb, Kip?
Pretty insane wave.
Feels like the world is spinning, slipping away.
crazy,
Wow,
eh?
it was crazy.
Yeah, did you expect that?
No, not at all. It was insane. We got there pretty much, you know, around the first slide, and then we got some bombs on the rights, and then the guys showed up for the paddling session. They got some amazing waves, some amazing wipeouts, and then I ended up getting a couple laps just to try the other board and get ready for tomorrow. So let's see what tomorrow brings.
And what do you expect tomorrow? It's gonna be a lot bigger, eh?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to have such a high expectation, but we think tomorrow is gonna be insane.
Hey, Raph.
All good, buddy.
You have fun?
Yeah.
It's exactly what we want, eh? Big, crazy, gnarly
heavy
jaws.
So sick. One more day to go.
Today, eh? Crazy.
Been pretty crazy. I haven't seen it like that in a long time.
I still gotta watch that wind on these
Stoked
things.
for tomorrow. Tomorrow should be history.
Real deal.
Tomorrow's the real deal.
Jaws swell bender non-stop. It's been 3 days already. First day was my favorite. Got one of the waves of my life. And now just pretty much waiting for the bomb. I already got like a sick Jaws barrel kind of, and now I want a Jaws bomb to accomplish the mission and keep going.
Oi. Hang on.
You're good.
Am I gonna kill mama's chickens?
No, you're good.
Yeah, little floppy ones, huh?
Yeah, they're kind of cool.
How we going?
We're good. We're at day 5 of 5 days, I guess, of going to Jaws. It's been a long couple days. I landed on Monday, and we've been going since. So I kind of got my days mixed up. I thought today was Friday. It's not Friday. But we're having fun. Dad's catching bombs. All the boys are catching bombs. And
the weather's nice.
And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning. I think I got to sleep in another half an hour.
Bonus.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I woke up and didn't really hear any commotion. And I was like, did I get left today? So we're good. We're having fun and, you know, living the life.
And how are we going, Yuri? How are you feeling? The buoys are not really registering yet, but they're coming.
Yes, they're on the way. We feel like around probably like between 10 and 11, we're gonna start seeing some bombs. The buoys never picked up that high on size, but it's gonna have some energy. I feel like this swell is gonna have like a lot of power. We just saw the first waves at Waimea, and we can tell that there is like a lot of energy with the waves, and hopefully we're gonna have like an amazing day at Peahi again. It's been like a crazy run of waves, insane, and let's go have one more day.
So we've got Kip on board, unreal. It's gone to he's met the boss, and so we're all going to do this like a happy little family.
Go check it out.
It's just not quite ship's turns. It's somewhere different, probably a little bit bigger. Hopefully today is going to be a big day, huh?
I'd be stoked if there was even just some bombs coming out yesterday.
Yeah, you need to make something out of it.
Yeah, that'd be epic. I was stoked to just get out there and feel that energy. Those waves are definitely a lot bigger. It's a different style of surfing for sure. But the guys got some crazy ones, and it was nice to feel that kind of power and energy.
Just to see those waves, going unloading, you know, in slow motion. It looks so.
Mate, it's you know, those things were like baby skyscrapers coming through. I don't know, like your footage does it justice, but the iPhone footage you see doesn't do any justice. But there was big waves out there yesterday.
It's been an unbelievable 4 days. And the first day I thought it was huge. The second day I thought, wow. And here we go. Boss man.
Yes!
Yeah, boys.
I think we're on a mission for something special. Let's go. Woo!
Yeah, yesterday was probably one of the best days ever. To me, it's gonna go down on the history books as one of the biggest days. I would put it 1998 and 2016 right up there, but definitely yesterday was a day that the sets were a lot more consistent. There was a lot more waves per set, and it was just an incredible day of big wave surfing. And from 12 on, the swell picked up, and that's when the tow teams started, and then all the way to the afternoon, there was some incredible rides.
Well, it's just gone 12 o'clock, and as it said in the charts, that the swell is going to hit serious, really intense storm stuff from around 12 o'clock when the swell period goes up to 20 seconds. That's the most intense part of the storm is going to hit, and we're going to see some serious tow stuff. I'm frothing, the camera's ready, let's go.
definitely is going to go down on the history books as one of the best days ever at Peahi. Conditions were just incredible. We had basically the early morning for a paddle session. Some of the guys were pushing the limits. Really incredible action. And then from 12 on, the swell picked up, and that's when the tow teams started, and then all the way to the afternoon, there was some incredible rides.
My 20 years of heading out to Jaws, that was the biggest and baddest I think I've seen. Just the most energy, just the timing of the swell, how it just peaked right at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock when everybody was there. Maybe the eddy swell was comparable, 23, but that one was like 300 degrees west, and that one came like right at 5 o'clock. This one just was like 330 down the pipe, directed straight at Jaws. So it was just very tall, a lot of energy.
It was one of like probably the craziest situations, and just being in the ocean. It was to see that much water moving and all the guys push it to the limit, including my dad. It was something that history was made for sure. one significant memory was over here we have the West Maui Mountains over here in Maui, and when you're at Jaws, that's like the main mountain range you can see from the direction the swell's coming. And we have a spotter, Marcus Rodriguez, on the cliff, who's also a filmer, and he's kind of our main guy who tells us there's sets out the back, and he started kind of yelling on the radio like big sets, like huge sets on the horizon. And I remember going over the first little set, and when you're on that bottom of that wash and that wave is building, you could completely not see a single piece of Maui, of the West Maui Mountains. That's when I knew that these swells are the real deal, and what was coming was bigger than anything we've ever seen.
How'd you go, mate?
I don't even know if that's surfing anymore, huh? You just, pretty sick. Lost the fin though on that. Fin came out.
Really?
It's all good.
Can you do something?
I want to have a little rest anyway.
I don't think I've ever seen any break so consistent. Like, it was just, there was periods that would go on for like 30 minutes where it just wouldn't stop breaking. It's just wave after wave. And for the most part, people riding them as well. Kind of so big in the north that it was, yeah, it just seemed like it was just these giant peaks. Pretty scary looking down the face of them. It just kind of feels like the whole ocean, just buildings coming in and just unloading on a reef.
it's gonna go down on the history books as one of the biggest days. I would put it 1998 and 2016 right up there, but definitely yesterday was a day that the sets were a lot more consistent. There was a lot more waves per set, and it was just an incredible day of big wave surfing. Yeah, being that it was the same day of the AIKAU invitation, a lot of the heavy hitters like Kai Lenny, Lucas Chumbo, Francisco, Tyler Laron, Ian Walsh, they were not here to represent. So it was really good to see a young crop of young surfers show up and really do well. I was very impressed with Ty Simpson. He was a standout on the paddle session, caught some bombs, and then when it was the tow session, he was ready to play, and then he probably got some of the most incredible waves. It was really good to see Lian Sayom. He came over, he flew in. He's a super young kid, very natural talented, and it was really good to see him holding down the bumps. Some local kids like Chris Davis, Ramon Road, and a couple others like Baby Steve. Baby Steve actually got a sick wave paddling, and yeah, so it was super sick to see the young crop representing and holding it down for the young crew.
That's kind of a special part for myself and also DK. Ian's surfing the eddy and he's over there and doing his thing and charging, and we're here surfing Peahi. But it's pretty amazing because you never know, we might have rode the same wave that he rode out at the eddy when it got here. And it's just a lot of the main heavy hitters were surfing the eddy who would have been out there that day charging as well, but they were over at the eddy and sending it. And we had the live feed on the boat too, so we were getting updates when Ian would surf and when all the boys would surf. So it was just an amazing day, an amazing event for sure, and I can't wait for the next one. And I'm so fortunate that I got to be out there and catch the waves I did. And when you let go of the rope, you're signaling your partner, which was my brother, and I trust him with my life, and I know he's going to put me in the right spot. And you just go down that wave, and it just seems like it was never ending. And there was a lot of chop that day for how light the wind was. For some reason, there was just the most chop I've seen in a long time for the wind being so light. But you just got to hang on and make it to the end. Yeah, I've been out there since I started surfing there when I was 13, and I'm 33 years old. And that was the craziest waves I've seen for sure out there, and just the energy and the water moving. And even the day before with all the water moving, you could tell it was way lumpy, and there's a big period in the swell. And it's just, you think you're in a good spot, or you think you're a little too far on the shoulder, or you think you're not too far on the shoulder, but the waves were just massive there, and they're going so fast, and the chop, so you just had to work through that. And it was just the biggest waves I've ever surfed in my life for sure. And I'm happy that I got to be there and surf with everybody. hands down, this past Sunday was the craziest wave I've ever seen in the ocean, period. Just even riding up and riding home, there was just mountains of swells coming, and it was just insane to see, even just being on the boat and on the way home and on the ski on the way up, and being out at Peahi that day was something you only dream about, and it's pretty crazy to be out there in person and watch it and watch everybody charge.
Sunday was like, in my history of ever being out there, I've never seen waves break that far out and that far across the channel. It was insane. That much water moving was, yeah, incredible. The beaches are completely wiped out, as you can see, and it's, yeah, it was crazy shit.
On those big days, we have a chance maybe a few times a winter, and usually it's like a one day. This time around, we had 5 days of incredible surfing. It was like the most amazing run of swell that we ever seen ever. This was insane, and then in a way, you know, we're lucky that we all survived. Nobody had any major injuries, but we're just stoked to come out alive and survive that run of swell, and we're here to tell the story.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to hear, you know, some of the old school local crew that have been here for a long time say, you know, they're seeing waves as big as they've seen out there. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if the footage in that, I don't know if it can do it justice compared to being out there and just seeing the whole ocean come in one wall of water, and yeah, it's insane. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long to do it again, so it's fresh in our minds and got a feel for it. Like sitting here now just going, fuck, I wish we could have yesterday over again in a couple of days, because you just approach it so differently, but that's just part of the journey, I guess.
Well, there you have it, an incredible day. I can't tell you. I thought it was all over by about 3 o'clock, and then we got the second pulse of the swells, some of the most amazing waves I've ever documented, some crazy big drops, some epic moments, and I'm so stoked that we got what we got. Here we have everybody checking out for one of those momentous historic days, and I'm checking out. Make sure when you do check out that if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you subscribe, please subscribe if you haven't. And as I always say, we'll see you on the next swell chase.